All right, guys, welcome back to another match review with Lyman and Bryce, and welcome back to the channel Chasing 4-5. We are going to look at what are we going to look at today? Which match? If we're going in chronological order, uh, let's actually it's not Leslie. It's the last one we reviewed was. Okay, so it would be a doubles match. No, do we go through the doubles match? I think
The
we did.
one with
Yeah, yeah,
your
yeah.
new partner, yes.
Yeah, we already did that. So this one, the next one would be this was a doubles match, a 4-0 doubles match actually. This one was pretty interesting, I felt like. Um we eked out a win.
Eked out. Okay, okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
Um our opponents were pretty darn good. So 4-0 doubles. This is Foster City against Washington Park.
Oh,
Um,
low network bandwidth. I'm
is this
back.
okay? You're back. Cool.
Yeah.
I realize I'm not sharing my screen, so you have no idea, and I've been looking at it the whole time. So, good way to reset.
Yeah, I didn't know what you were talking about for a while.
Yeah, cool.
We're still
Uh,
recording. We're still recording. Great.
yeah, we're still recording. Okay. All right. So this is what we can review for today. This is our 4-0 match, and here we go.
Nice park. Where are you at today?
Yeah, this is Washington Park in Burlingame, and I don't know why it's not playing.
It's a nice park. Maybe we'll do one day where we list our favorite tennis courts. Um,
There you
who's your partner?
go. My partner's Ed.
All
He's
right.
yeah, first time playing with him. Nice guy, very active. Uh, our opponents, I forgot their names, but they nice people. I think they're pretty solid. They hit well. Um, it was a
Um,
tough match.
Yeah, I mean, really impressive already the first couple of points. Like you're moving a lot, covering the down the line, and then going back to the middle, covering down the line, going back. So you can watch and Lyman is just shuffling back and forth a lot, which is really great. You can see how fast he's moving too. I think you've improved your on-court speed by a lot. Um, any particular drills or like I don't know reasons why like you notice that?
Uh, we'll expand that a little bit. Good question. You know, ever since you told me like, hey, just move in this triangle, the kind of the drill we did while at Head Tennis Professionals, plug, with you, me, and Keiko.
Yeah.
Like that kind of just stuck in my head, and I just try to move in that general triangle and look for the opportunity. Um,
Okay. Okay, so no, there's no like recentral that it's still like that experience. That's good.
yeah, yeah. I I haven't really had any like doubles drills or anything like that. So
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, Lyman's doing a good triangle. I would say sometimes you're still a little too close to net, but it's okay. People aren't that aggressive at this level. Like if I was you, I would maybe when the ball's like in the opponent's side, maybe as you're gonna back up a little bit further, take a step or two more, but otherwise it's okay. You're just covering the court really well.
sometimes
Uh,
I feel like I'm like back too far.
mm,
Like I end up back at the service line.
That's okay. I think that's fine in my opinion. Like you can be more of, but I feel like if my fear is like having a fast volley come at me, but like any slow balls if I'm at the service line I'm able to get them. Like this zone, I'm personally I'm feel like I'm capable of getting any sort of drop shot or any small ball play like at the net. So I'm usually more concerned if they stick a really hard volley at me. I,
Okay.
but it's up to you. Like I wouldn't go past the service line unless you're about to get overhead on.
Got it. Okay. Because I feel like sometimes I do creep, um, to that little bit behind the service line. Ed was
Yeah.
really good at reaction, if I accidentally hit to the net player too soon, and he was able to get a few things back, and that was really helpful.
Okay. Um. Yeah. You guys seem like you guys are good at net. Generally, good returns. You had a nice backhand return 2 points ago. I feel like
Yeah,
you're hitting well.
I'm getting better at the backhand returns, especially on the ad side. I'm still having trouble on the deuce side. I tend to play more ad now, so um, yeah. So it's just an easier. I think the angle is easier versus that inside out backhand.
Hmm. That makes sense. Yeah. I wouldn't. I have difficulty with that too, and it's kind of hard to get it at a nice angle where you're not getting poached on. So
Yeah.
not a big deal. Nice volley, nice get. Are you having to communicate with Fed a lot, or like, because the balls
Uh,
are in play all over the court?
yeah, I'm starting to say like yours. I'm not saying mine as much. But I'm definitely saying, hey, yours. And if I know like he doesn't really have it and I'm running for it, then I'll say like, hey, I got it. So just so they
Okay.
can, so it helps, ideally it helps them kind of like shift or switch. And I haven't been able to like say, oh, switch, but there's times where I'm like, hey, stay, and then I'll go because it made more
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, like if you go 2 points back from now, where it's like 15-30, um, I think it's this one. Yeah, so here you have to get this really wide ball, right? And then you guys both kind of convene. So if you pause here, or like
Yeah.
rewind to when you guys are about to clash,
Yeah.
I hope you guys are communicating there, right? Because you pick the ball up, you're like, this is mine. If you call it earlier, hopefully, like Ed can get up to the net a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like that's what we would want because we know, like, if we don't obviously at this point we don't know that it's going down the line, but if Ed's up a little bit further, he has a clean volley. Uh,
Yeah.
so then the choice for your opponent is back cross court, and then resets the play.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
that
think
would have helped because I'm crossing back, he's coming for it.
this makes sense for you to take it for sure, especially it's your forehand, Ed's backhand, Ed's a right-handed player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then that's I mean, it's not being critical. There's a lot of things that we can always do right, but it's like an example of like why do we want to communicate faster? Well, like people say that sounds stupid, but um, it's an example of why we do it.
Makes sense.
Other than that, do you guys ever like is this like your first time playing with Ed?
Yeah. A lot of times it's my first time playing with different players because it's a new team for me. I usually play I well, yeah, because everybody's new. I just got bumped up. So a lot of people I don't know. It's a new team. Um, yeah, so I'm kind of learning how everybody plays.
Hmm. I think, do you guys ever talk strategy at all? Because I feel like you guys are playing really well. There's no like, jeez. There's nothing that like stands out like wrong. I think is just you guys could be like a smoother rotation when you guys move around, and that comes from practicing and knowing each other better. But I don't know. Do you guys do anything like break the ice or talk about strategy?
Uh, Ed and I don't think we really talk too much about strategy. Yeah, not too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, One thing like we do a lot as in juniors is to like high five, um, pump each other up a lot because it helps kind of like break that tension and just like keep everyone on high energy, everyone motivated. I don't know. I don't know if you like high fiving people. You don't have to use your hands, but you can use your rackets.
Yeah. We do that typically. You don't see it in this, but because it's cut short, but we do. That's
Okay,
pretty normal, yeah.
okay. Nice. Good overhead. Yeah, I feel like there's nothing too wrong. You'd benefit a lot from just putting in more ground strokes, like putting the ball in play.
I felt like I played relatively well this day. Yeah, for the most part. Um, let's see. I forgot. Did we lose the first set? I want to say yeah.
Um, Ed stands kind of close to the tee, and there have been a couple points where he's had to deal with a super wide ball that he's not really ready for because of how close he's standing. Not really comment on you.
Oh, I mean, this is match review, right? So it's not necessarily all about me. So, which is fine. Just I think in terms of what can you do better in doubles, things you
Yeah,
see.
I would definitely say to stand closer to the singles line. I wouldn't stand so close. Like I mean, I'm talking about like one shuffle over because here, if you rewind that point, for example,
Okay.
like that's a
Like this one?
yeah. So if you slow it down, like look, super wide ball, and guess what happens? Like
So
you're kind of
here.
facing the consequences of that. That's
Yep.
that's really really close to the center. And this is not the only point if you rewind to like all the points we've been watching. It's
Mm-hmm.
not the only point where your opponents have been able to get that angle. Um, he doesn't have to stand wider, but just being ambivalent, not ambivalent, just being aware of it and knowing that your opponents, these are two opponents that can't hit those angles, right? And they're taking advantage of it. Um, what you as a net player is like if your partner can't really adapt to it, usually we say, hey, can you stand a little bit wider? They're going for the alley a lot, and they're making it.
Uh,
So you start having those conversations because you'll notice that you're being pushed back with the overheads and the volleys, and you're having to put up with what happens next, right? If they're kind of uncomfortable or they can't do that, then it's up to you to back up and start much further back, even though you're on the serving side.
no. Okay. I didn't even really think about that.
Uh, like if you I mean like you know how like when you first start playing, sometimes you guys aren't comfortable with the net and you guys do two back at the baseline.
Yeah. Especially with
Same,
somebody that can hit big.
yeah, if someone has big serve and you guys are returning in, it's the same thing. Like, hey, we know that the balls come back at an angle. Let's give ourselves more time. Especially like the obvious suggestion is like, hey, let me have my partner serve a little bit wider. Because if you notice, like, well, if we watch your serve, look how much easier it is. I mean, the ball's not as wide in this point, but look how much easier it is for you to cover and even hit an inside out. Not necessarily just the backhand, but an inside out on this point.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, if you back up a little bit, if they're unable to hit the serves in, standing a little bit wider, you don't want to force your partner to do that. So yeah, you yourself back up a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know if that made sense. That was clear.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it does because
Nice
it
pass.
yeah, I didn't really think of that that angle like from the serving. I know some people stand really, really wide, like sometimes even in the alley. And
Hmm.
and I know in doubles because there's more court coverage that you can do that and go for like bigger angles and stuff. But I didn't think about the reverse, you know? And and that's the way you would kind of prevent getting cut off. And I see that pretty often. Um, happens to me once in a while, and when that happens, I know like immediately I'm gonna cut um serve and recover to an area where like I'm gonna want be able to cover that angle. So um depending on who's returning.
Hmm. Like we're watching you serve, like you're also a little bit too in, but that's okay because Green sure doesn't hit the angles as well as his partner.
Hmm.
But again, it's not like he doesn't, right? So for you, I mean, this goes back to like how how as in doubles you're supposed to be moving as a pair. So if your partner moves towards the right of the court, or towards the outside of the court wide, you would want to also move in his same direction, and you're moving as a pair to cover the court. Oof, it's interesting. Did Ed want to get to the net a lot?
Yeah, he liked coming up to the net.
He's a good had some good net plays. He has good reactions.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
a good way for him to get to the net. Interesting. Yeah. Did you have a lot of backhand out wide serves?
Yeah. A lot of them went to my backhand.
What was your thought about pulling the trigger down the line at some points? Was that
Um,
ever?
they didn't poach. Yeah, they weren't really trying to poach. So I felt pretty comfortable going like cross court. They were kind of always in. I didn't have enough space to kind of go down the line. That's what it felt like most of the time. Like they just gave me kind of
Hmm.
wide open access to cross court, and they wouldn't cut it off.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice stop for them.
Yeah,
I would say one trick you could try is like in this case, like they're serving a lot towards your backhand.
yeah,
Uh, and like if you're unable to, play it well enough cross court, then sometimes is maybe okay, like to pull one down the line, so that they fix themselves a little bit more on that side, and then it gives you a little bit more breathing room to hit cross court.
got it. Okay.
Uh, yeah, like maybe like you feel comfortable going cross court, and most of the time it works, but like feel free to mix things up and like implicate things for people psychologically. Like the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
way that you hit and the way that you stand, tells people things, and you want them to buy into those like biases.
got it.
Yeah, nice overhead, good move.
No! Good shot.
Okay, 2 for 2.
Yeah, I'll usually get those. I do realize, I mean, it's not this match, but the match I played yesterday, like as if my forearm gets tired, my volleys really go to shit.
Hmm. Wait, why are your forearms? Why do you feel specifically your forearms are tired from volleys?
No, not from volleys. I think just in general. I think I'm gripping the racket too hard.
Okay.
Um, but this match we ended up
Good
winning the
over take.
second set, and then we got into a super tie.
Is that gonna be on the swing vision or
Yeah,
is it
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
turn up quickly? Okay.
It'll show up on the swing vision.
Are the scores correct so far for swing vision?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Uh, I think we
I do see you. Yeah, yeah, no, go ahead.
no, sorry, go ahead.
No, I see you trying to get to the net when Ed's up at the net already, or I see you guys trying to move to the net, which is really good. That's something that I think like has caught on a little bit faster in this set, like, and then I see more of than previous sessions. Like here, you're way more into the court, and no, you see, you're already looking for the next one, which is really good. Really aggressive play. Well, keeps going into the court. Ed shouldn't back up so much, but um, like that last point's good. How do you feel about going into the net? Like, I don't know if you recall any point
Uh,
in specific or.
yeah, for the most part, I am looking for opportunities to move up, and I'm kind of looking at uh how the person is moving on the other side. If I'm seeing him kind of stretch, then I'll cheat in,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
looking for like an opportunity, right? Like I stay back here because um like here, and then I'll stay kind of centered, but because I didn't have enough time to recover.
No, but play that point back. Play that point back. Like
This
this is
one.
where, yeah. So if you slow it down, this is where like you shuffling as a team works. So if we go back.
Yeah, I went out wide, he stayed there.
Not only
There.
he's staying, he should be like where the opposing volley player should be. Basically, he should be at T almost because of
Yeah.
how wide you're going, and he shouldn't be watching you so much. But but that's when you guys move together in each direction. This doesn't apply so much in terms of like up and down on the court, but in terms of going wide and going to the middle, yes. But that's good. I feel like you were close getting to the net. There's a
I
couple
think
shots that we should work on to help boost your arsenal. Because I think do you chip to go in a lot? You forehand
uh
chip slice.
I don't think so. Usually I
No?
think I'm just trying to push them out in a different direction.
Look how wide you're going.
Yeah, yeah, I know. They're really good at getting the angles.
I mean, if you replay the point, it's the same guys, green shirt. Uh, like they're both just like trying to hammer these angles in, and it helps a lot if you guys move and cover the courts together as a team. Ed, stop looking backwards. Come on.
There we go. See, I went down the line, but not on the back end.
Yeah, that's okay. Like, cause they'll start moving to cover the line more. I say that as like it's for sure, but it's obviously not. At a higher level, people be more attentive and read you more, but generally people still like have fears and they want to cover the court, right? Great move up by Ed. Did that go in?
No. Oh no.
That's okay. Um, yeah, play the point back again. Play that point, if you can. If
Which
that's
one?
okay. Well, one
This
more.
one?
Yeah. It's interesting that he backs up.
Was that the point you were looking at?
Yeah, yeah. I thought he backed up for a different reason, but and in general, don't back up unless you're being lobbed.
Mm.
It's not necessary. Leaves you at a disadvantage. It's a general rule. Um,
Oof.
nice. Oh,
No, went out.
okay.
Intention was there.
Um, are you calling mine when you go across the poach, or do you just do it?
I think I just go.
It's okay. Uh, nice.
Yeah, green
Perfect damage.
shirt it is very stable. Very stable player. Has really good control. He's good at net.
He was not happy to be picked off like that.
No, he was not.
Um, green shirt covers up and down the court really well, but isn't covering laterally. Yeah, laterally across the court as much. Like he's doing it now, but then he's walking in the circle. Uh, also, I don't know how old he is, but try not to hunch your back so much like him if you ever find yourself doing that. He
Uh,
seems very tired.
he, he's he's on the older side. Yeah.
Okay, that makes
This
sense.
yeah, and it's 40. This is 40 plus.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. 40, everybody here is 40 plus.
My apologies, green shirt. Yeah, in that case, um, it's
18
good
plus is
that
coming up though.
18 plus is coming up.
Yeah.
It's good that like because if we watch you in comparison, when you're taking the volleys, your back's quite straight,
Okay.
which is super important. Yeah. Yeah, nice coverage by Ed. We should start doing a drill, or not we, but you and your teammates should start doing a drill where you guys play points, but with like a cord attached to each other, like we did
Mm.
at Head Tennis Professionals. Um, did we do that where you were tied to Keiko?
Yeah. Yeah, we did that.
You guys should start doing that on your team. It doesn't even have to be like a really bungee, just like a bungee string is okay.
Okay.
Um, or have like a third person to watch you guys and to make sure you guys are doing it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll look at something. I'll look
I
at the
I need
the
to
email.
ask the team like who wants to do these type of things. Ooh,
Yeah.
that was a good pass.
Is this a different team than earlier? Um, that
What do you mean?
like in terms of training, like
Yeah, so this is the Foster City team versus the Bay Club team that I usually play for.
uh, okay, that makes some sense. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, this is a new team too, Washington Park. So we were
Like it's
able to win, huh?
no, go.
So we were able to win this. I think we won this 6-3. Yeah, 6-3. So now we're in the super tie.
Um, you guys are they're a new team as in terms like they recently formed.
Yeah.
Oh, how does that work in terms of forming a team?
You just get a bunch of players and then you find a home space and then you register the team. As long as you can like book courts.
Hmm. Do you get priority as a USTA like on the courts with the municipality or?
Yeah. Could you schedule out the matches like 10 at the beginning of the season.
Hmm.
So you do get some priority. Yeah, this was a tight, very tight 10-point tiebreak, if I remember correctly.
That's a good pickoff.
Oh.
Oh, talk about tight.
Yeah, we still lost the match, but
Was that a drop shot?
yeah. Well, it wasn't. I mean, it was more of an accident, but
Huh. Um. Oh, wait, you guys lost the match? It
no,
says 8-6? No.
we won the match, but we lost like the overall uh team
Oh,
match.
okay.
Yeah.
I see, I see. Nice. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, we
Um,
totally got that one. And then, um,
okay.
yeah, that was the last point. But yeah, all
Good playing.
right. Yeah, that was one of my better matches. And I was pretty happy with the results. It was a great partner to play with, and opponents were really good. It was a fun match. We all had fun. It wasn't, um, yeah, it was just fun tennis. So.
Good for you guys.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
I
Oh no, go. Yeah.
no, no. I think you guys both moved around the court really fast and had a lot of good pickoffs. I think uh, just the two key points from that. It's just like not you or yourself not stand so close to the center because these opponents hit angles really well and move together as a team. So, but otherwise, I feel like you're improving each time I watch. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, until you see some of the more recent ones where it felt like crap, but uh, you'll see the singles ones coming up soon. So, hopefully things will get better. But yeah, this was a good day for me. Good tennis day.
Nice.
Yeah. Here, let me close it out. Yeah. Thanks for checking in on another match, and yeah, we'll just try to do as many as we can, and to subscribe. Once you subscribe, then you'll notify when a new match comes up. And let us know in the comments what you would like to see more of or hear about, and we'll just keep sharing and until I reach 4 or 5. If I don't know, maybe when. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.